Hello, Virgos. Happy Mother's Day if you are a mother. Thank you for joining me on this special reading today. We're going to get started on your reading. Happy Mother's Day. We have the Three of Cups. Maybe you're celebrating today with your friends, maybe your family, or vice versa. Or maybe you're just, chilling with the girls. Just want to have a good spa day. Maybe you all are just taking care of yourself, hair, nails, pedicure. There are a lot of options for you to do today. A lot of options, period. There are coming like some decisions that need to be made. You have the Ace of Wands. Got a lot of blessings coming your way. You have the Five of Pentacles. You may have already made a decision to leave a situation alone. It's like, I'm just moving. And somebody has decided to maybe to get a divorce or maybe separate from someone that they really love, they really cared about. It takes a lot. It takes a bigger person, I guess a big person, to make a decision like that, and staying in a situation where you're feeling like this person doesn't give two rats about me. They don't care about me. So I have to make a decision what's best for me and me and my children. Okay. So I feel like you have a lot of people congratulating you, and that some of y'all may not resonate with this, maybe a couple, a few, or whatever. But I feel like somebody has left a situation. They possibly left to be with somebody else. Okay. Maybe they left you to be with somebody else. This could be also your childhood energy of your father maybe leaving, or the man of the house leaving and being with somebody else, and just left, and left your mother, doing it all by herself. And how did I ever get caught up in this situation? Okay. This was unfair. I was doing this. I was doing that. I was giving. And this person just took. Okay. Let's see. What message do we have from your mother? This could be whether your mother's here with you or on the other side. Take it how it resonates with you and your story. Okay. I have my mind is free. If your mother passed away, it could have been something with dementia or Alzheimer's. I'm hearing something too about maybe a stroke or something, and I feel like that kind of maybe made her forget. Maybe if she had a stroke, that possibly turned into Alzheimer's or dementia too at some point. Okay. Okay. What are your messages today, Magic? And I have willingness. Be willing to live your life the way you see fit. It's like, no matter what people say or who you talk to about your situation, no matter what that situation may be, this is your life. Live your life the way you want to live it. So I feel like she's sending you a lot of blessings to tap into the magic of who you are, of who you have become. And she may have left you when you were little. Maybe you didn't get a chance to see her. Maybe she passed away at a very young age, but she's always been with you. It's like she's your protector from the other side. All right. That openness, be open. It's like there are a lot of opportunities in this world for you. There's some things that, I'm hearing the wild blue yonder. So maybe you're thinking about moving. You're thinking about picking up and relocating you and your child, or whatever, to another state altogether. And there's so many open opportunities for you to choose from. You have to be willing. And you have to make a decision. Maybe you've been thinking about it. Maybe you've been asking for validation, and maybe this is the validation that you need now. Okay, now is the time to make that decision, to leave, to move. And I feel like she's sending you these blessings. She's sending you these, options. What options are you going to choose to do better for you and your child? Okay, I feel like you've maybe have been dreaming about your mother. Maybe you haven't visited her burial site in a while. Maybe you have put her urn up somewhere so you won't have to see it or whatever. She could also have been a drinker. Maybe you are. Maybe she's just telling you stop drinking too much or so much or whatever as well. So I feel like she's sending you these blessings to help you make a decision, kind of like to push or cajole you to make a choice, and you just don't know what to do. And she's here to be your strength, She's here to be your strength. And actually too wants your mind to be free. Okay. Because there's so many opportunities out there. There's so many things that you have missed. There's so many, and I feel like there's a lot of people moving from where you are, maybe relocating or just moving, picking up and going somewhere else. And you may feel like you're all alone. You don't feel like there's anyone around you, but she's here to tell you, yes, I'm here. I'm around you. I just want to lead you into the right direction. Okay. So you're sad on this beautiful Mother's Day. Every day is beautiful when you wake up. Okay. But she is with you. She is around you, whether you feel it or not. She's with you because she knows that today of all days, she is on your mind. And if you have a difficult mother-daughter, mother-son relationship, and you haven't talked to your mother in a while, and she's still in the land of the living, she still wants you to know, I'm still here. I'm going to always be your mother no matter what we go through. Okay. I have abundance and healing. Okay. She wants to heal you. She wants you to be healed. She's sending you abundance in money, finances, love, and in healing. There's some healing that needs to take place in your life. Somebody may be expecting as well. And she knows that, especially if she's on the other side. Maybe you're mad at your mother, upset with the things that she's done, the things that she took you through or whatever. But she wants you to know that I'm still here for you. All right. She wants you to live a fulfilled, abundant life centered around the healing of your heart. And I have here trust. And I also have vulnerability. So today may not be a good day for you all around, because this is such an auspicious day. And a lot of people may not think that, because some people may not have gotten along with their mother, whether they're here once again or on the other side. And though you maybe don't see your mother or talk to your mother, or she's on the other side, she's still your mother, and it's still difficult for you to just even fathom, thinking about your mother like today is any other day, But she definitely is sending you abundance, and she wants you to enjoy your life, fulfill life, and have a family, possibly unlike the broken family that you possibly have had when you were younger. Okay. She wanted a 2-parent household. She wanted abundance. She wanted nice clothes. She wanted nice things for you. But for whatever reason, she just couldn't stop drinking. She couldn't. She always had something in her hand, something other than water or juice or soda. It was always had to be some sort of alcohol, maybe wine or something. I'm hearing something in my head too, maybe like the boxed wine or something like that, or whatever. It always was, people talking to her about her alcohol consumption. Or maybe you are an alcohol. You're just now realizing that I'm doing the same thing my mother did. Okay. All right. This is just a difficult day for a lot of people who lost their mom. My mom has been gone. It'll be 5 years, November 20th. So, but I know she's on the other side, so I'm okay. So there's definitely something here on your mind. You're hurting so deeply today. It seems like you have stepped into, I don't want to say the twilight zone, but it's almost as if you stepped into this tower moment unwittingly, because it just hurts so much because your mother's not here, or you haven't spoken to your mother. Your mother maybe left, like I said, when you were younger, and you don't know whether she's here or on the other side. Maybe you have spoken to her, and the relationship is just still difficult. Maybe you're a mother and you're going through some things with your family, with your children, maybe family members. And it's difficult because you thought that you would be the best mom that you would possibly be, that you have possibly been, and you have been. Okay. But there's a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. There could be somebody here who also lost their child. Just because you lost a child, your first and only child, doesn't mean you're not a mother, because you are. You carried that baby in your womb. So I feel like there's a lot of hurt going on. Maybe you lost your child around Mother's Day, or just you lost your child, period. Maybe something happened in the birth canal. What is it? Canal. Maybe I'm hearing birth canal. Yeah, birth canal. Maybe there was something that took place in utero. However it was that you lost your child, that does not undercut the fact that you're still a mother. And maybe you think about that when you lost your daughter or your son. I don't know why I said daughter, but you lost this child, and maybe around the date that you lost the child, and Mother's Day, it takes you back to that day, and it just devastates you because you thought that maybe it was your fault, or and I feel like you're very vulnerable today, and it's like today is not the day. I just it's like today is not the day. I can't do this. I don't want to do this. I keep living um, this pain over and over and over again. And your mother from the other side, or just period, we need to find a way to trust in yourself and be fulfilled. Okay, and also healing. Okay, healing. And I feel like that's difficult for me to say because I've never lost a child. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier for somebody to say something that they've never been through. But I have been through the death of my mother. I know exactly how that feels. There's something about losing your mother that is unexplainable, that's unattainable, that is very, very, it goes way beyond deep. It's just, I can't even explain it, you know? Okay, so what else is going on for Mother's Day 2025 for the Earth of Virgo? We have the Six of Pentacles and the Justice card. I feel like she wants you and your life to return back to a state of balance, okay, of peace. See, we even got the Temperance card. She wants you to find balance. I'm hearing to seek balance in yourself and in your healing. You're all up in your feelings. You're all up in your emotions. Maybe doing a lot of crying today, looking at her picture, staring at her picture, and maybe you decided to go ahead and go to visit her gravesite, you know, or pull out her urn and just, you know, talk to your mother. I feel like somebody is definitely watching. You could be watching videos of things that you recorded before she passed away or when you were younger. But basically watching a picture of her. Maybe you're sitting down and maybe a drink in hand, you know, and you're thinking about your mother, how much you miss her, or why things happen the way they did, or whatever. But I just feel like there's a lot of the feelings are just all laid out today, you know, and it's one of those days, you know, to where you feel her, you know. It's like you have no choice but to feel her. You may even have a flower or something that you have kept one since she passed away, or something that you look at. Maybe as you put it in a book, a pressed flower or something like that. I'm learning over here. I had to leave that way. So, you know, you may have some issues with how she passed away. You may have thought that it was a mistake, or um, even with leaving and walking away from the family, she felt that she had to do something. She just wasn't living her life the right way. I kind of feel like she just felt like she was shiftless, like she didn't, um, nobody cared about her. She didn't care about herself. She didn't know how to get out of the funk that she was in, being in some stagnant energy. And I have health, there were some health issues. Okay, that maybe she was experiencing that she didn't want anybody to find out about. And if she passed away from some sort of illness, nobody knew until she was almost gone, or until she was gone. She didn't want to worry you. She didn't want you to carry the burden that she had selflessly carried for such a long time. Okay. And whatever it is you're trying to do for yourself, you can do it. Believe in yourself. That's transferring, that's moving, that's doing whatever you want to do to better yourself in your life and the life of your family. Okay. She wants you to be okay with where you are. She wants you to be okay with where she is and the things that she has done. Okay. Some of the things was not so smart. Okay. And yeah, some of our mothers are on the other side, and she says, "Look, I'm here, and I love you, and thank you for honoring me today. No matter what we went through together, no matter what I did, I want you to know that I still love you. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings." So she's living a better life now. Okay, on the other side, she's more healthier. I feel she can breathe better, she can see better, she can talk more fluidly, and abundance. She's sending you abundance and happy. She's sending you abundance and happiness, and she wants you to be happy. She's blessing you with some sort of I'm hearing financial blessing. You know, you're not going to be a millionaire, possibly, but more than what you have right now. Okay, she wants you to be happy and have the courage like she didn't have. and indecisive her life. She couldn't make the best choices for herself. Therefore, she could not make the best choices for you. Having that courage to move on with your life, having the courage to say, you know what, I may have been the F up in my life. I may not have always done the best things. Okay. I may have envied what other people had, and that made me feel like I was less than nothing. So making decisions was very difficult for her. And I feel like maybe some decisions that you have made aren't the best, and you're kind of getting a little confused as to what you need to do next. She just wants you to know that she's going to be with you 110%, and whatever you choose to do with your life, whatever you choose to do with your journey, she's letting you know, I'm with you. I'm helping you. I'm leading the way. I am leading the way. Okay, what else do we have from your mother? Whether she is here or whether she's on the other side. Whether she is here or on the other side. Let's see. Whether she's here or on the other side. Your mother. I have light. Imagine yourself being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how vibrant you are. She's saying, remember how vibrant you are, how beautiful you are, how you may not see the light around you, but other people do. She sends you birds. Maybe you have a bird tattoo or a butterfly tattoo. May even have a lion tattoo. Okay, it could be a Leo. I'm just saying. Hello from heaven. Hello from heaven. Your loved one. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you at this time. It's difficult. They're sending you coins, dragonflies, flowers, feathers, butterflies. I feel like, there may even be some issues around, maybe you're having headaches today, maybe migraines or something, or somebody maybe has surgery, eye surgery or something like that as well. They want you to get your rest. Relationships. Relationships are just inner images of our own life. How you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for growth. You may not have had the best relationship with your mother, and she may or may not have done the best that she can possibly do. And she wants you to find healing. No matter what it is, she wants you to release that anger, release that pain, and find a way to live your life and get out of the dark energy, the dark night of the soul that you're finding yourself in this difficult day for you. She's saying, hello, I am still that light shining and guiding you. And she wants to ask for forgiveness. Okay. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. She wants you to forgive her, Virgo. And I feel too that there's a child who needs, maybe you go through the same thing you went through with your mother. You go through it the same way with your child. Okay, so maybe you need to ask your child for forgiveness, or vice versa. It's like a family curse. All the relationships are pretty much the same thing. You've been through pretty much the same thing. A child, the love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. So I feel like there's some forgiveness here from a child, and from a child, a forgiveness from the mother. Take how it resonates. You may have a child and a mother on the other side. They're together and they're still with you. They're sending you hugs. They're sending you kisses. They're sending you music, coins, butterflies. I hear something too about a rubber ducky. Okay. What is that saying? Rubber ducky baby bumpers. I don't know why I'm just saying that. Rubber baby bumpers, whatever. Okay. But they're asking for forgiveness and they're seeking forgiveness. All right. So I hope that that you all have a comfortable Mother's Day. It's difficult for a lot of us, I understand, but I hope that everything will be okay.